Hey, what is up, guys? Indy here. At least I think I'm here. I'd have to go check. I'll go check right now. Why not? Oh yeah, you might hear Jellybean because I'm still upstairs. Okay, I am in fact here. Perfect. Alrighty, so I figured we might touch up the character help a little bit because it's not really showing you how to make a character. So, uh, first up, we got to rename this stuff. So this is your apparence, or your appearance, if you would. So we have this right here, and we're gonna copy this, put that right there. So we'll put this a little more. Okay, now we have EX apparence for l'explication, or the explanation, if you would. Okay. Pour voir une apparence, tu dois choisir. Okay, sorry. Speaking French, you'd probably want to know what I'm saying in English. So, to see an appearance, you need to pick a race and a class before you can see it. Okay. Okay, that's good. Is this 10 point? Yeah, I might make it 11 point. Actually, no, 11 point seems like it may be too big. We'll stick with 10 point and see how it goes. If the bird ends up getting too annoying, I could just go get him. Okay, the library. We can close this for now. We do want to open up the project properties to see what this is going to look like first. So the startup is character help. Okay. Okay, that's pretty readable. Might move this a little more to the right. Just so we can get the charisma out of the black at the bottom corner. There we go. Okay, that's looking better. Have our appearance. What else do we need? Okay. Then we need tiny class descriptions. So I will put these more here. Okay. So right here we have for our Templar class. Oh. There we go. Okay, so now the Templar is a warrior who uses strength and constitution, or force and resilience. for a physical advantage, who uses it for physical attacks. So they have high health, no magic, and high defense. Okay. So I have around what I need. Around well, for formatting purpose anyway. Oh, there we go. Fix that. Okay. Try that. That's good. Then right here, we have our sorcerer. Oh, I almost forgot to name this. So right here, label Templier. Right, and this is EX Templier. So explanation Templar, this is sorcerer, and this is going to be EX sorcerer right here. Okay, now we need the so the sorcerer is a magician who uses intelligence and agility for a magical advantage. I forget what's a spell in French. Uh uh and to utilize so for a magical advantage and to utilize incantations and attacks. So sorcerers have a small amount of life, lots of magic, and a small defense. Okay. Now to format. Let's see if that does anything for us. It does. Need to make this go just a little more like that. Maybe we can move everything down a little. This we can move down. Actually, I want to move that a little more like that. Move that. Move this and this. Move this. This. And then this. This? No, this can go higher. This can go higher. No. Okay, we do something like this. Okay. That leaves us with, I'm not sure how much space. We'll see. If we just put that right here. I would want to move this down a little though. Okay, I'm sure we could keep it short and sweet. Okay. I am going to rename that cleric one, by the way. Okay, who uses intelligence and strength for a balanced skill set. Yeah. So right there, we can just get rid of that. Okay. So they just have average in all domains instead of having a specialty. I think that looks fine. Maybe move this up just a little bit. Okay, location. Actually, that reminds me. I want to set everything here to fixed single. Where is it? Form border style, I want it to be a fixed single. This can be a fixed single. I just have to look for, okay, fixed single, good there. I do think fixed single is here too. Yes. Perfect. Okay. So this I just want to go up ever so slightly. Get to the location. This is our Y. 310, maybe 307. 307's looking pretty good. We could just do it like that. There we go. Okay, perfect. So, we have that done. Now we can go back to here. So we still have some space to fill out there. Okay, that should be fine. I'm sure we can think of something. Oh, we might put a little special thing over there. Anyway. Right here. So click that. That works. Okay. Let's go with these buttons here. So that works. Tab index 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That I would think we don't need a class index. Okay. So name and gender will be handled by the creation button. Race and class. Okay. So right here, so that is changing of the background image right here. And then dim right here. Okay. So we need to import our library right here, and we can do graphics as new. Oh, wait. Yeah. Graphics as new graphics right there. Wait, no, as new graphics library. And right here we have player as new player. Okay. There we go. Actually, no, that would stop using it after it's done loading, so we're gonna put that in the actual class itself. There we go. And right here, we'll lift these lines. Wait, does this, okay. So we don't need this part. But we can set this part right here. Okay. This, we can change it to our font. I will be including the fonts in the final project, by the way. So we could probably set it to 10. I'm actually going to try it out. Yes. You're not supposed to open it like that. That is in fact correct. It's going to open at our character creator. Okay. Okay, that looks fine. Actually, we might make it a bit bigger. We'll go with 12 point. I don't like how that's making it bigger. I think we're going to stick with Microsoft here. Yeah, I guess we're just going to stick with that. Bold 10. Okay, Microsoft. That says Microfost. Microsoft sans serif. Bold 10. There we go. Okay, so first up, we do have this. Okay, so this is the class selection here, the class selection buttons. And right here we have player class equals, what did we set? Templar. Templar's 1. And we can do this for the rest of them. So we can just lift this, change the name, and lift this, and pretty sure player.player class was 2. Okay. And then we can lift the whole thing again for here. Copy this. Actually, no, we'll save lines of code here. I'm sure it'll be fine. No, I'm sure it'll be fine, yeah. As long as it works, that's the thing. So right here we have our cleric. And we have player.player class equals 3. And then we do this. Not what I wanted to do. This is what I want to do. So, choosing the human race. Then we have player dot player race equals 1. Yeah. So player race equals 1, and then 2 and 3. 2 is all of 3's demon. So we have 2 right there. It seems I forgot a quotation right there. And then we just have demon right here. Copy this. Lift that right there. It's 3. And demon. Okay. So we have the race selection set up, name, gender. Alrighty. I might need a ton of variables, actually. Here, I might need a ton of variables to keep track of this stuff. Okay, unless we have, whenever you click it, this changes to that. Oh, God. Oh. What have I done? Okay, technically, I could do one variable for this. So we have one variable for each there. And so one variable for life, one variable for health, one variable for defense. And then that equal. Okay, we'll get to the point generation first and figure this out. Okay. So right here. Oh, it's button 4. I have to rename it. Okay. So this is just the points. Did I name these? I didn't even name these. Wow. Okay. That's fine. We can change that. Okay. Save this. Do that. Génération de nombre. Okay, the way I'm thinking that this is going to work is really complicated, but I'm sure we can find something. Okay. So we have figure stats. What did we call the stats again? Attribut. Okay. So first up, we have randomize. Then we have player dot player strength equals. We want it 3 through 2. Are we able to do 3 through 20? I could try and figure this out. Okay. Like, I know how to do RNG. don't know how you would make it 3 through 20. Because we could just do... I have an idea, but like, I know how to do this, but there has to be a better way. Okay, I'm just gonna look at documentation. Okay. That actually makes me wonder something. That should be fine. Alright, yeah. So, we're just gonna have a loop instead. And right here... Oh god, I cannot type. Loop while. So we want player strength loop while it is smaller than or equal to 3. Or no. Yep, smaller than or equal to 3. So we have randomize, and then we have int. Okay, this should be fine. So we have 20 plus 1 minus 1 times round plus 1. And we have... so we have pseudo-random. I'm not sure if I would want to handle these in the button or in the timer, that's the thing. So if I handle the changing here, like I could do if player chose certain race, then the text becomes this plus something, and then it adds to the stat and what it shows. Do you want to go 1 through 20 or 1 through 18? Okay, we'll go 3 through 18 to stick to tried and true D&D. No, we'll go smaller than 3. Yeah. Because you can still hit a 3 if you're very unlucky. That's the thing. So now we have our player strength equal to that. And, okay, so I'm having some ideas. I'm going to copy that. This is for agility now. So we have player dex. And then do it again for resilience. I accidentally copied nothing. Okay, so right here we just have player constitution. Here we have our intelligence. Okay. And then we have wisdom. Okay. And then we just have charisma. Okay, actually, before I do that, I only want... You know what? Dim reroll as bite equals 1. And right here, if you wouldn't know, we'll have 2. So you have reroll 2. And so right here, if reroll is greater than 0, then we want reroll minus 1. So minus equals 1. Else if... Okay, wait. So greater than 0 equals 1. If it is 0, then you would have points dot visible equal false. So whenever you're doing that, you get 2 rerolls. Well, not 1 roll, 1 reroll. So whenever you do roll, your reroll counter goes down to 1, and if you roll again... Oh, wait a minute. Reroll counter goes down to 1. Roll again, it goes down to 0. Okay, wait a minute. Okay, we're gonna have this in the timer. We'll leave this in the timer. I'll write a note in my phone. Okay. Grabbing my phone, opening notes. For timer. Reroll. Okay. So if it's greater than 0, then we have negative equals 1. Actually, that makes me think of something. Is there a way, instead of just making it invisible, is there a way to make it just disappear? Dot dispose. Okay, yeah, we can just dispose of that then. Okay, that works. So now that we have the thing right there, So we have that. Okay. Okay. We're just gonna set this to 0. Right here. So we have player force. So I'm pretty sure this is just force, this is player force. Player agility. Player resilience. I do want it to have some space just in case that gets bigger. So, player intelligence. Player wisdom. And the charisma. There we go. Okay, we're just gonna say here that just to try this, we're going to have player force equals player dot player strength. We're gonna see dot text. There we go. Okay, we're just gonna see if that works. $17, that's actually a pretty good roll. 14, 4, 6, 8, 15. Okay. So we do have the RNG working, and it doesn't seem to be showing me anything lower than 3. Perfect. Oh, hey, we got an 18. That's the max right there. Beautiful. Okay. So actually, we can move these forward more, because they're not going to pass 1 digit. That's the thing. Like, these things are not going to pass 1 digit, so we should be good. Alright. So now that we have that done, okay, so that is just going to use your straight up resilience, that can use your straight up intelligence, that is going to use half of your agility. So actually, as long as I have base variables here, it should be fine. This is, see, it's becoming easier as we think. So right here, we have that, and we have that. And then we have point de vie, point de magie, et point de défense. Selon le métier. Okay. Okay, so here we have okay, wait. So we'll set the base healths to bytes and see how that goes. So we have as byte equals 0. Here we have magic and as byte equals 0. Okay. And right here, player.player class equals 1. And so then we have BTE base health. We're going to set these to 150. Base magic 0. Base defense, we'll set that to 16. She'll set it to 14, yeah. Okay. And then that is fine. We have that. Okay, right here. Our sorcerer will have. Yeah, we're gonna go 200, 100, 200. This we're gonna go with 6. Yep. And then just right here, I see I made a typo. And then here, instead of 200, we have 150. Our magic is at 100. And our defense, 10. So your cleric is right in the middle of those two. It's the two extremes. This focuses completely on magic. This focuses completely on physical. This is both. And then, depending on your race, will determine some bonuses here. Would I want to add the bonuses in the buttons or in the timer? I'd say probably the timer, I'm gonna be honest. Because that can keep everything. Okay, I'm sorry, this is bugging me. We're gonna go 490. Do I want to do 820? Okay, it's really not that bad. I just wanted to have this, like, evened out, if you know what I mean. Okay, we're probably gonna do that in the timer, so we can keep everything proper. Okay. So what we could probably do here is, like, if your race is human, then this is all +1 and all of your stats are +1. And then you have okay, wait, no. Because then that would change the original value. So we could probably set the original values in a variable. Like in a separate variable. Considering if that is going to change the... Oh, wait, no, because if we do that, and then it'll go up every tick. Unless we... Yeah, that would go up every tick, actually. That's the thing. Because if I do it that way, it'll boost by said amount every single tick of the timer. So, in reality, you could just leave your character there until it breaks. Which is not what we want. Okay. We would have to deal with it in the buttons for the race. No, because even if we do it in the... Okay, we would need... Okay, yeah, we would need a separate set of variables. We can do that the timer way, we just need a separate set of variables. And so it activates... Wait, no, because we would need the timer active right away. Okay. Timer is active right away. And we could set... So if... So we would have if reroll is set to... You know what? No, we'll figure this out when we get there. So far we have this. Okay. That's cool. So you click that button. Would it change the texts? So you have your base health plus, then you have resilience equals your total, and then your total would show up there by the button. So, yeah, really what we're just trying to do is have the base plus whatever number is here, and if we make public variables, we might be able to make a public from in there and do it that way. Yeah, so if we do make a public variable as the baseline for the stats, and then... Because then what if they already have the race selected? That is the thing. Okay, so you pick the race, then certain things. We're gonna do some experimenting. Yeah, okay. So we can do public or okay, wait. So we have for space as byte. Can we do a public here? Public's not valid in a local variable, yeah, because it's a private sub. Unless we do, like, unless we, crap. Okay, we could probably make a new sub to handle that. That's the thing. Okay, the way we have that planned out is it shows the stat. But I feel like we should put it in the timer to show this stat. So if we do have a bonus from our race, it will show there too. Okay. I do feel like we would have to move on to timer here, so we're just going to grab the timer and go into it. I'm going to go with TMRCC. We're going to set that to 10 and right on load. The timer is enabled. So we just have we have our timer, we have tmrcc.enabled equals true. Okay. So now that we have that, we need everything here in the tick. Okay. We're going to try this. And right here, we're going to create a public sub. Base stat. We're just going to call it... Okay, we're going to call it base stat. And so if we... Okay, let's see. So you have if player dot player race equals 3, then we have, say, force.text equals force plus 2. And then you would, so you have force plus 2. Then we would have, wait. So we have BTE base force as byte. Can we do public here? Because we should... Okay, because that's not a local variable declaration, that's the thing. Public's not valid on a thing, unless we make a... Okay, we could just make a separate thing in here. Okay, public class CC tools. Okay. So it should run this every single time. So right when it starts, we're just going to have base stat right there. Okay. This is getting a little complicated, but no fear. We can always fix this. So we have our base stat. And in here we will have public base force as byte. Public base agility as byte. Then we just have the other ones. So we have our resilience, intelligence, public base wisdom, and base charisma. Right there. So right after this, we need to create our character creation tool object. Okay, so we have dim tools as new CC tools. So we can do that, and then right here we have player dot player strength equals base stat dot. Is that, no, we didn't do base stat. CC tools, so tools dot base force. Okay. So here have our dexterity. That's one of the nice things about working with a class library. You can have different objects that you can use whenever. And I find it makes it way easier. So you have your intelligence. Dot base wisdom. Okay. And right here you have your player charisma. Have tools dot base charisma. Okay. Perfect. Now for... Okay. So it would start as nothing. Yeah, so it all starts at 0, which it does there. And okay, so if player dot player race equals 1, then okay, here we just have right here, so we can just comment here. Oop, not what I want to do. Okay. Do that. Okay. So we have this. Perfect. Now we have if player race equals 1, then, so this is human. You have your force.text equals so text equals force plus 1, and we can copy this. Wait, what did I name these here? Did I really not name them? Oh my god. I've been caught lacking. I have very much been caught lacking. You might not hear my keyboard as you normally would. That's because I am just doing this on my laptop. Yeah, I actually have a gaming laptop. I don't have a real PC. I was gonna get one, but COVID hit, and the prices of everything are super ridiculously high, so I'm waiting. Okay. There we go. Then we have... Oh, no, I did not want to build this. Oh, whatever. So next up you have your resilience. Then intelligence. Then wisdom. Then you have your charisma. Okay, and so... Yeah, just in case that you do decide to switch races, we have to redo all of that. So... we have that. And then what we want... So we could just use the tools here. Yeah, we could just put the tools there and then have that equal to the tools, but I mean, it's really just the same thing. It's really just the same thing, yeah, okay. Oh wait, no, we would want the tools to equal that. Oh, I am stupid. Okay. I just have this here. Tools dot base force. tools dot base agility. Tools dot base resilience. Need the tools here too. Tools dot base force. Okay, I made a small boo-boo. That's fine. Just a small mistake that we can very easily fix. Tools.base resilience. So here we have tools.base intelligence. Actually, it's bugging me. Yeah, I'm gonna have to comment those. Okay. Tools.base wisdom. What did I just do? And then we have tools dot base charisma. Okay. Okay, and then all of this is equal to all of that. So I'm gonna go comment on this. Okay, yeah, so here we can just have that right there. And we can just lift this and put that there. Okay. So once you have that, we have player strength equals tools dot base force plus 1. Player dex equals tools dot base agility plus 1. Player equals tools dot base resilience plus 1. Okay, I'm just going to copy a line and do this faster. Base intelligence. We have int. We have base sagesse. You have your wisdom. Player charisma equals tools dot base charisma plus 1. Okay, and then we have player force dot text equals tools dot base force. No, we don't want the tools version. We want the player version. Equals player dex, player con. I'm going to go back later, don't worry. Player intelligence, player wisdom, and player charisma. Agility, resilience, intelligence, wisdom, and then charisma. Okay. So if I just go and pick human and then roll. In theory, if I go and pick human and roll, it should function. So I just say human and roll. Okay, so I would have to roll. It's not, okay, wait, yeah. So in this, I would just do, I'm gonna do player force equals, okay, player force dot text equals player dot player strength. Okay. So if I do that and roll, it should show me my strength 9, and if I do that, it goes to plus. Okay, and then it goes to 10. Yeah, okay, that's good. That is in fact good. So we're just gonna put the other ones here as well in case you roll your stats before you do anything. So then we have our dexterity. Resilience, player constitution. And then we have player intelligence, player int, player wisdom. I'm forgetting the text. Okay, I can do that, that's fine. I'm forgetting text, 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 and then here text. Then we have player player charisma. So if I do a roll, it should show all of them, and then I hit human, all of them should go by 1. So 17, 16, 12, 16, 12, 17. That's actually really good stats, wow. And I pick human, 18, 17, 13, 17, 13, 18. Okay, that's working really well. All right. It's working beautifully. Then we have our else if. Player race equals 2, then so if they choose a human, and here's if they choose an elf. So we can just do this. Plot that right there. So that becomes +0. Agility +2. And intelligence +2. Yeah, we're gonna go with agility and intelligence there. So we have +2, +2. This is just equal to that. That's equal to +2. That's equal to our base. Base +2. Base. And base. Okay. So if I start this up, I'm going to roll 14, 8, 4, 11, 8, and 5. Human, all of them goes up by 1, but if we choose elf, that's working really well too. Okay, that's really nice. And then we just have else if player race equals 3, then choisis un démon. There you go. So if they chose a demon, do that. Strength +2, resilient, or force +2, resilience +2. Rest is +0 there. So this +2. Get rid of that. Oh, okay, and resilience is +2. Okay, that is looking good. And we have that. Go here. We have 16, 10, 6, 13, 10, 6. So brings everything to +1. That boosts our agility and intelligence. That boosts our strength and resilience. So it is possible to get, say, a 20 or high. Yeah, see. It is possible to get a 20 there, and depending on what you choose will determine the modifiers, because if you do roll an 18 and then choose demon, like if you roll an 18 for strength and then choose demon, you have a 20 in strength, which means your physical attacks do an extra 20 damage, and if you ask me, that is pretty good. And then your resilience also goes up. Say you had, so right here, it's a really good damage build for say a demon Templar. That is a very good damage build, but say it's lacking in the intelligence department. So if you have like a really good stat in the main stat of a class, generally that's what you would go with. Unless you're like trying to make the weakest character ever. But I mean, hey, so like in this build, you could really do whatever with it. I mean, there's a high resilience, so it would really depend on what you would want to go with. I mean, your force is 15, that's good. Agility, I wouldn't really recommend going with Sorcerer for this build, since the intelligence is so low. You could go with an elf to boost your intelligence and your agility. That would really help with the Sorcerer, and then having that high resilience is good. Having that high charisma is good if you just want to like go find some like gold or something. Okay, so we have the stats out of the way. So we have our base stat function that it calls to. So depending on your race, your stats will show. Don't need that. Okay, next up, we need the picture. So if oh, give me a minute. Changement de l'apparence du joueur si wait, selon la race et let me see, so dependent on what you are and what your class is will determine. So see you have player dot player race equals 1 and player dot player class equals 1. Then we would have pick image dot background image equals, and you would have graphics library dot wait, oh wait, no, not graphics library, just graphics, because we have graphics as graphics library, graphics dot human Templar, and then you would have else if player dot player race equals 1 and player dot player class equals 2. Then you would have your image dot background image equals graphics dot h sorcerer. And we're just going to copy this one more time. Slap it right there. If it's 3, then you have your cleric. So we're just going to set that right here real quick. So it's only implemented for humans right now. We're just going to set our points. We're going to go with a human Templar. There we go. Human sorcerer, human cleric. So it does change your appearance depending on what class you are. We only have it for human though. Say we have elf and we go that, it doesn't work. So here we're going to throw an else. And we're going to do image.background image equals nothing. We don't want too many ifs, else ifs in the same one. So if your player chose a human Templar, if your player chose a human sorcerer, and if your player chose a human cleric, there we go. And if it is something else, then it's just nothing. So human Templar, roll your stats. Elf, it becomes nothing because it is just nothing. Do it all again. 2, 2, and 2. So here we have elf. We have elf. That's else. I want elf. And here, instead of H Templar, we have E Templar. Why do I keep hitting enter? E Sorcerer. and E cleric. And we can do that one more time for the demons. One, two, three. So we have our demons, play race equals 3, 3, and 3. Then graphics, D Templar, D Sorcerer, and D Cleric. So now that we have those done, so we want Demon Cleric, it shows up, Templar, and Sorcerer, Elf, Elf Sorcerer, F Templar, Elf Cleric. Something is wrong. Demon works. Human, in fact, does not work. I see the issue. Maybe we will need to do Elsifs, actually. That's a pain. I do see what's happening, though. So actually, we're going to do a nested if. So if player dot player race equals 1, then, and we're going to put an end if there. There we go. Right here, if player dot player race equals 2, then put an end if there. Okay. So here, so if they chose human, if they chose elf, and I have to do it one more time right here. If player dot player race equals 3, then, and we have end if. There we go. Okay. So now that we have our nested if statement, it should be working fine. We're going to roll our stats. Why not? Damn, those are some good stats. Okay, we're going to go Human Templar, Elf Templar, Demon Templar, Demon Sorcerer, Human Sorcerer, Elf Sorcerer. Human Cleric. Okay, Templar, Sorcerer, Cleric, Cleric, Templar, Cleric, Sorcerer, Templar, Sorcerer, Cleric, Templar. Okay, so the appearance works perfectly. That is great. That is actually a pretty good, that's actually a pretty good build for a human there. Like a human, I'd say that's actually a pretty good build for a human Templar, maybe a Demon Templar. That is actually a pretty good build for a Demon Templar. High force, high agility, and high resilience. You're getting your extra life and extra defense while having a great attacking option. Yeah, wow. Okay. So now that we have that done, we work on this. Your life points. Okay. So, right here, pdv dot text equals okay. So you have pdv.text equals. Actually, we could throw in a 0 there. We could throw in a 0 here. And throw in another 0 right here. Okay. So right here, so you have your calculations. So you have your life points, magic points, and your defense points. So player maximum HP equals BTE base health plus player dot so you have your base health plus your constitution. Player dot player max magic points equals BTE base magic. Oh, I called that wrong. Okay, tell you what, we are going to do this. BTE base health. We're going to turn that into BTE base V. Replace all. Okay. There we go. We are good. Now we can go back here. Plus player dot player intelligence and player dot player AC equals BTE base defense plus player dot player dex. There you go. And actually, got a text from my mom. Okay. So we would want to put that into an int because we do want it to be a whole number. Oh, wait, we don't need the int for this actually, because that is going to be a whole number, but we're dividing the dex in two. So right here we just have integer player dex divided by 2. Okay. So in theory, that should work. We just have the whole portion of our dexterity divided by 2. Okay. So we have our label PDV That is what it's called, yes. Yes, it is. Dot text equals point of v. And we have and our BTE base life and this plus open a bracket and BTE, no, not BT, player dot player con and close the bracket, open that, and then you have your player dot player max HP. So we just copy that, PDM. Made that magie, so BTE base magie. Then you have your player intelligence. That is your max for that. And then right here you have PDD. Then you have your base defense. And player.player AC. Wait. Yeah. So you have base defense plus your AC divided by 2. Then that brings up your AC. Wait, no, not AC divided by 2. You want base defense plus, wait, no. I would need a different variable for this. I would, in fact, need a different variable for this. Oh, wait, no, it's your player dex, not your player AC. I'm dumb. Okay. Player dex divided by 2, that's your AC. So we're just going to check this real quick. We are going to make a indie gender. We're going to go genderless. Just because. We're going to make a elf cleric. And we're going to roll. We're going to roll again. Okay, so that is a pretty good Templar, so we'll go with Templar. So see how you have the different stats there. So if we go Templar, okay. So 14 plus 8 is in fact 22. So we have 0 magic. So yeah, so if you were to go, say, a demon for this build, and we go Demon Templar, Demon Templars are built for being tanky. Well, tanky in the health department, not exactly the defense department. If you're going for defense department, then Elf's your best bet, because that brings up your agility, as you can see. If we go with a demon for our Templar, then our health is higher and our defense is lower. And here our health is lower, our defense is higher. And elves have more magic due to the fact that their intelligence goes up. See, we have a human. A human is just right in the middle of the two. Other than for the other than for the defense, because it would be 15. 15 divided by 2, and then you round down is 14. 14 divided by 2 is 7, and then you have your 14 plus 7, which is 21 right here. But if you were to go to Demon, you still have 14 there, so yeah. Here's the thing, Templars don't really use magic though. Say we go Cleric, then your health goes down, your defense is going to go down, but your magic's going to go way up. So say if we went with an Elf Sorcerer, our magic is through the roof, our defense is low, and our health is low. So that's really the trade-off here, you know? And so actually, I'm just going to click that. Okay, so it does bring up the character creation help right here. That's nice. We got to put races. Oh wait, no we don't, because it shows what they do right there. Okay. Okay, we're actually doing pretty good on RAM too. Yeah. So that's like your tiny character creator, and then we're also going to build a character sheet later on. Awesome. And so right here, if your reroll is actually, we're going to put the reroll at the front. Like, I know it goes super fast, but just in case. Après deux fois. So if your reroll equals 0, then, and you just want your point dot dispose. Not display rectangle, dispose. Okay, and it should just get rid of it after you've rolled twice. So say we go with indie, gender, we're gonna go male. We have a elf cleric, and we roll. Say we don't like the stats, we roll again, and it is gone. You can no longer re-roll, and I don't think you would want to re-roll, because those are some really good stats, wow. If you would make a Demon Templar super high, that's actually max health right there. If you were to go here. So that would be, yeah, right there you're hitting, okay, those are actually really good rolls. Right there you're hitting near max HP and straight up maximum defense if you're going here. Near maximum defense, straight max HP. I would still probably go with an elf in this scenario, considering you're going to be harder to hit and you have relatively the same amount of life. Like, you know what I mean? It's going to be super hard to hit you, like, already. And I mean, just like, yeah, having 2 extra life is good, but it's like not as good as where you would want to sacrifice some defense. You know? Yeah. The only caveat with this build is that you're putting out barely any damage. I mean, your intelligence is decent. Okay, if you would go to with the cleric here, you'd be pretty balanced, because you would actually you would have some pretty good actually that's maximum defense for a sorcerer, again near max HP, and right there you're getting near max magic, and magic is going to be really strong. If we go with cleric, you're just straight up hitting again near max magic, near max HP, and you have really good defense. That is actually such good stats. I'm sad that I have to throw those away. Oh well. So you have that. And right here. So we're just gonna name that class. What's this? Did I really not name those? Are you kidding me? Okay. So this is class final. This is just class. This is race. And copy that. This is race final. Okay, and we can do this in the buttons, I believe. Yeah, we should be fine by doing it in the buttons. Class final dot text equals métier templier. There we go. So we just have affichage du choix there. Put that right there. Do that. Do that right there. And do that right here. Then down at our race. So we just change race. Right here we have human, and instead of class final, this is race final. Copy this. Go down here. That, go down here. Okay. So we're just going to whip up a character real quick. Name. Okay. We're going to go with Dracula, why not? Okay, so Dracula, gender, female, why not? Templar, demon, role. So, yeah. Class is Templar, race is demon. Change that. You're a sorcerer and a cleric. Human, elf. Okay. So yeah, that's working perfectly right there. Yeah. Nice. Beautiful. And it leaves the next time you do that. So you only get one reroll. Unless we do something like text equals rule equals 0, and you have points dot enabled equals false. So you just roll twice. Okay. Yeah. That should work. Yeah. Okay. Actually, agility. Human cleric. Human Templar would be pretty good there, because you've got almost max defense, and you will nearly untouchable defense. Yeah. This is starting to look really good. in my opinion anyway. The character creator is looking nice. How much lines of code do we have on this thing? 366. Okay. And we've still got more to put. That's the funny part. Okay, so have that. Okay. If we do end up implementing levels, we could always do that after. I'm gonna make a button. I'm gonna copy these buttons. And we're gonna do this. And right here, same day continue. We're going to close this and open up my test one that I made a while ago. I don't think we've opened it in a while, actually. I'm not sure. Anyway, I have some handy-dandy stuff in here. That we will be able to use. Now I'm going to check the titles code. This we can close currently. We are going to use this. We have to actually change some of the title now too. That's the thing. Okay. So it's clarity.sav. Gotcha. Clarity.save. Okay, so right here. Okay, I'm gonna finish this and we'll get to it after. Yeah, I'm just gonna finish this and I'm gonna go because I have some stuff to do. Okay, so open the other project. We want using. Okay, so using save manager as stream writer, we need system.io. We need to go import system.io. Okay. Right here as stream writer. And it should bring up an end using. There we go. Is it as new stream writer? Oh, as stream writer equals new stream writer. There we go. Okay, so first up, we want writer dot, wait, save manager dot write line. First, we want player dot player name. Save manager dot write line. Player dot player gender. Save manager dot write line. Player dot would we want max HP? Yes. Okay, actually, over here, yeah. Okay. So we need our non-maximum magic points and such. So player.player, just player HP equals player.player MHP, player.player MP equals player.player MMP. There you go. Okay. So first up, we want our maximum HP. Then we want our current HP. And then we want dot right line player dot MP or MMP. So right line player dot player MP. Okay. Then I'm going to comment on this. So what we have here, CC tools, we don't need to do that. We need AC, save manager dot right line player dot AC. Then right line player dot player AC. There you go. And then we have, actually, I'm going to put class and race here. Save manager dot right line player dot class. Save manager dot right line player dot and then we want player race. So then we have our maximum HP, maximum MP, MPAC. Then we want our strength, dex, constitution, intelligence, and wisdom. So we have those 4 done, and we have these 5 done. The right line player dot player strength, dex, player dot player constitution, player dot player intelligence. We have player dot player, not intelligence, wisdom. Save manager dot right line player dot player charisma. Okay, so we're just gonna write a character to a file in C. Okay, capture du rest. So capturing the race, capturing as in saving. Okay. Then we have our maximum MP. Okay. I actually might... You know what, never mind. Not what I want to do. Okay. This has to have a capital. Okay, and then... That should work. And then we have end using. So it should just save the stuff there. Open folder in File Explorer. Okay. Binaries, debug. We are going to start from the top. So we're going to open the properties there. And we're going to go turn off the music just so I don't have stuff blaring into my ears. Okay. Startup form is the title. And check this. Okay, let's see what we got. So it brings up information. Last session, new game, and that. We're just going to check information is working. Quit, I don't really want to try because I don't want to have to load this up again. We'll hit new game. Whenever I hit new game, is there threading? There is threading. We'll set the threading lower. Okay. So, yada yada yada, hit continue. Brings you to your character creator. So we'll open the help. And do this. Okay, so. We have our character creator open, and we have the help open. So, we're going to name this indie test. Gender. We're just going to go with genderless. Okay, so we want to be a Templar, human, and we're going to roll. Those are some pretty good stats, actually. Okay, so indie test, genderless, yada yada yada. Okay, not the best agility, actually. Let's try again. Okay, okay. Good agility and good intelligence, looking like an elf sorcerer to me. A lot of magic, decent defense. We'll go with a cleric. Why not? And you hit concentrate, and we'll close this. And it should have our information open with. I'm just gonna open it with Notepad. It does not save our name. Oh, wait, that's because we didn't set the name. That's right. So, actually, okay. We are going to change the properties. Startup is going to be character creator. Close that. Close that. Do that right here. We will put it right here. Okay, so you have player dot player name equals dot text and player dot player. Okay, we're actually going to move that into the save button. So player dot player gender equals gender dot text. There we go. So we're just going to copy this and put that right here. Okay, so we can do that. We're just going to make a new character. Might as well. I mean, we'll just open this. Do a notepad. Just tank everything there. Save it. There you go. Okay. No, indie test. Go with female. Why not? Then we're going to roll our stats. Pretty good resilience, I'm going to admit. Decent intelligence and strength. We're going to try again. I got worse. Okay, well, looks like we're going with a Templar, human Templar. We still want good defense and such, so we'll do that. And we'll save that. Now it should have saved here, and we're going to open it. Notepad. Oh, wait. I did this wrong again. Damn. That's fine. You want the text, not the label. So you want what they write. You don't want what you write. Okay. There we go. You know what? We're going to name it Pablo, because the Backyardigans character. Gender. We're going to go with non-binary. And we're going to roll. 16 intelligence, 16 agility, looking like an elf to me. We could go with a cleric, or we could go with a sorcerer. I'll go with sorcerer, and I'll hit continue. So now in my debug, it should actually have done that. So we have Pablo, non-binary, 3 and 2. 3 being 3 being cleric, 2 being elf, and then you have, as you can see, your maximum HP and your HP, maximum MP and your MP. Then you have your defense, which is 19. And you have strength, agility, resilience, intelligence, wisdom, and your charisma. So everything is saved in this text file right here, and it is looking good. I know it's not exactly the most secure against, say, save editors, but that's fine. Oh, actually, that's a good idea. I might make a save editor for my own game and release that too. Anyway, so that's really all I wanted to do today. We got character creation completely done. I'm happy with that. Can delete it. Okay, I might keep working on this tomorrow. I might not. I have a headache. I don't know what I'm going to do. But anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. It's been a lot of fun. And I will see you guys in the next one. All right.